Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to Breslov Research Parsha Review. This week, Lech Lecha is a very, very power-packed Parsha. It's got some 6 different concepts that go through. Most of them refer to the tests that Avram Avinu had to go through. He was told to go to the land of Israel. Which land is it? Hashem told him, go to the land that I will show you. Very nice. But did he show him which land? Did he tell him which land? No. He had to find himself. The Zohar explains, Midrashim we have, but Zohar goes more detail, that he went looking for a land where people were industrious, where people wanted to work, people were willing to put their necks on the line for their land. And he found Eretz Israel. It was a very industrious country at the time. And one of the things the Zohar says, Tokal Batikla Adi Iskalyale, which means he measured every country that he went through, and he saw which angel was watching over that land. When he came to Israel, he couldn't find an angel that was guarding the land. He measured it, he checked it out, he examined it, he looked at it, until he found that there is no angel that watches over Israel. It's Hashem himself, as it were. Kaviyachol, Hashem himself looks at the land. He discovers the land. He checks the land out. He watches everybody that's in there before anything happens. So what we have here is a story of a man not knowing where to go, not knowing where to look for his home, and he found his home. How did he find his home? Because he found Hashem. He found that there's somebody who's looking after him 24/7. Somebody was looking after him, and that was Hashem. When he found Hashem, he said, this is the place for me. And that's what Eretz Israel is all about. Eretz Israel means that Eretz is from the word rotzeh, rotzon, I want. Yisrael, Jew. I want to be a Jew. If I want to be a Jew, then I have to look for Hashem. It's not easy to find. This world, oh Hashem, there are plenty of things in the world that will knock us off course. There are plenty of things in the world that can obscure Hashem from us. And we think it's this, we think it's that. Just this morning I learned in Yeshaya 10, Isaiah chapter 10, talks about Sancheriv. He was the king of Aram, and he went to conquer the world. And he conquered many countries. He just broke down all the borders, right? No problem with immigration. But he broke down all the borders, saying, you're all my subjects. And he took the credit for all his victories for himself. He forgot about Hashem. So the prophet speaks about Sancheriv, and he says he's going to lose out. And he did. He came to conquer Yerushalayim. It was the last city that he really wanted in his kingdom. He had conquered almost everything else. Conquered the 10 tribes. He conquered many other countries in the neighborhood. And Hashem said to him, Ad Kan, up till here. And that's it. You're not going to conquer anymore. You have too much arrogance. You're too haughty. You think that you did this on your own, that I had no hand in it? No. No. Hashem said all your successes were because of me. But because you took credit for it, instead of giving me the credit, you're going to lose everything now, which he did. He lost everything. So Avram was told, Avram at that time, he was told, go to the land. Which land? He wasn't told which land. But he went. He went and he looked and he searched and he studied until he found the land of Israel. That it's Hashem who rules the world, and nothing is done in a person's own power. Everything is done with the word of Hashem. So that was the first test of Avram, go to the land. Not the first step, he had other tests before that. But as soon as he came to the land, he was there only a few months, and there was a famine. And he had to leave. He went down to Egypt. He went down to Egypt with his wife Sarah at that time. And she was taken to Pharaoh's palace. She was a beauty. Gemara says that Sarah, her beauty, was compared to Chava, the creation of Hashem. So she was a beauty, and they said, let's take her to the king. So he took her to the king, and there she was entrapped. He wanted to take her for a wife, but she was married to Avram. She was very God-fearing. So Paro was restrained from touching her. Paro didn't touch her at all. And eventually he was stricken with a disease, and he realized that Sarah was Avram's wife. So he sent him back, and he paid dearly for it. The lesson in that, the Ari explains, Reb Chaim brings it throughout the Likutei Halachos, is that sometimes something very holy, like Sarah, becomes trapped in the realm of evil. It happens more often than not, more often than we want to admit. But there's a price to pay. Evil tries to conquer good, and it does to an extent, but not always, not completely. In the end, the evil has to give up whatever it swallowed, plus. This is one of Rabbi Nachman's major lessons, lesson 8 in the second part of the Likutei Moharan, that the evil, the side of evil, the evil one, the Satan, he tries to swallow up every drop of good that is ever done. We forget the good that we've done. We always focus on the evil. We always focus on the bad things that we did. We focus on the stupid things that we did. All that is because the Satan swallows up any good. They try to make it disappear. And Rabbi Nachman teaches that's not the way. You have to draw upon every bit of good that you did. And you did plenty of good. You did many, many good deeds in your life. You have to draw upon them. You have to capture them. You have to make them part of your life. You have to make sure that you remember the good that you did. Right? Why? Because then you'll be happy. Then you'll be able to smile and say, Baruch Hashem, I did this good thing. Baruch Hashem, I helped this person. Baruch Hashem, I did a good deed. Baruch Hashem, I prayed today. Baruch Hashem, I put on talis and tefillin. Baruch Hashem, I lit Shabbos candles. Baruch Hashem, I did good. So I'm not a bad person. Oh yeah, I have my problems. Everyone does. But I look for the good, and I find that good. and I live and I revel with that good. And because I have that good, I know I can go forward in life. I will be able to continue living my life because I've done good and I will do good. And that's the lesson. Sorrow was taken captive by Paro. The good was taken captive by the evil, right? In the end, when the evil one sent Sarah back, he gave Avram many presents. He inundated him with good things, with all the things, all the trappings that he took, he gave it back plus. So in Yirtzeh Hashem, everything good that we've ever done, everything good that we have will all come back to us and we will get it. If not in this world, then in the next world. We hope that Be'ez Hashem, everyone will have a good life, will always be able to find the good and live with the good and be able to thank Hashem for all the good we have in our life. Amen.